Hey guys, I just wanted to get in touch with you here. I know it's been a while since we made our video as far as us, coming back, and I just want to give you guys kind of an update. You'll notice kind of a layout here. I'm kind of in two spots at the same time. I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what the show is going to be looking like in the future. One of the things you'll notice is the format is going to be a bit different, mainly because we're going to be shooting at a store, Saltire Games, over on the east side of Indianapolis. Technically, I think it's still in Indianapolis. It might be just outside, but it's out on the east side. It's like 5 miles off of 465. They're off Pendleton Pike. So if anybody wants to come play with us, you're more than welcome to. We play on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and most of the Counter-Strike guys are there playing. As well as other players too, really amazing players. So, anyway, just wanted to show you this, which I thought was pretty cool. So, one of the things that's going to change is that you're gonna see the players of the game while they're playing in these small screens on the side. So, we're gonna have one camera on player one, one camera on player two. The scoreboard at the top that calculates the points is going to be up there, and the whole bottom area down, the big gray area where it says camera not available at the moment, that's where the game is going to be played. Now, a couple things you'll notice is that the dice cam is gone, and there's no spot necessarily for like the time, but what we're looking at doing is having the camera set up on an overhead where you're going to be able to see the clock, and using the casino type dice you'll be able to see what we roll when we roll it. It won't necessarily have a camera on the particular dice. So that's one of the major changes I guess we're going to do. One thing that's really cool that I was excited to show you guys, this is one thing we've been trying to work on for a while, is if you notice on the left hand side, I can show you my war room in real time as I'm playing. So basically the top part of that is going to be player one's list, and they can update it in real time. So let's say, for example, Proteus took 6 damage to his 1. You guys can see that in real time. So you guys can see that. If we are looking up a rule or something on a card, you will be able to see it as we are looking it up. The various stats and things like that as we're looking it up, which is pretty neat. So we found a way to mirror multiple devices at one time onto the screen there. So that's pretty fun. That's one of the things I was most excited about, because obviously a lot of shows, people are marking damage. Sometimes they miss things, or you're not sure if how dead things are and things like that. So and I don't necessarily want to do it in post-production, sort of like the War Gamer Girl, for example, when her show, when they show damage, they cut to a separate screen. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently, because our games are going to be live on Tuesday nights, and potentially be live on Saturdays as well. So you might have us 2 times a week. And on top of that, for the games on Saturdays that we play, we're going to do actual battle reports where once the game is done, the 2 players are going to sit down and do a post-game recording where they record their feedback of the game as it's going on in double speed, which I know a lot of people don't want to sit down for an hour game, but this was one way we can kind of cut it down a bit. We will still have the kill cam and the table cam for the live games. For the battle report games, we're probably only going to use the kill cam, not the table cam. We just think that if we're doing sped up video, it may get a bit nauseating to have that keep cutting back and forth while the game's going on. We'll see. We'll play with it a couple of times before we actually go live with the show, so we'll know what looks good. So it may still be there, but we're not 100% sure. So live games, you will still definitely see the table cam and the kill cam. And for the battle report games, we're looking to do potentially maybe just the kill cam, but just stay tuned on that, because we're like I said, we're still playing with it. We're currently in the process of buying some new equipment. I'm relying on Saltire Games actually is going to be providing the equipment as well as the table, the play space and everything. So we're going to have a few different gaming mats to choose from when we play, so it won't necessarily just be grass all the time, but there's like snow, and there's like city rubble and all kinds of. Those tables look really good. There's a sand one that looks really awesome. So look forward to playing on those on the show too. So it's not just snow or or grass all the time. So there is that. We're so besides that, we've also got one of our guys is working on a device that allows us to control the show, being able to be away from the computer, so that the players actually, while they're playing, can control the show, but with just a little device. And we've got someone who's actually building that from the ground up, which is pretty awesome. And he's already well on his way to getting it done. So. We're hoping to have the show ready and going with our first live stream at a local tournament that we're having on July 1st. So it is coming up pretty quick, and we're hoping to have our first sort of have everything together by June 24th. So we're talking here just a couple weeks. So there's it is moving pretty quick. Hopefully we'll be able to get it done. We're actually talking to some people who do excellent live streams for other games, who are going to help give us some input on how to make the show look really good, which angles look best and things like that. So you guys get the best out of us. As far as the chat portion of the show, the battle reports are going to have the people chatting about the game. So they're going to be talking while they're watching the game and giving sort of their commentary. So you'll be able to get talk at least about the game. Now, in regards to topics outside of that particular game, so just events that are going on in Privateer Press, or events that are going on, talking CID stuff and just other topics, we're probably looking to do separate videos on those. So those won't be necessarily part of the show anymore, not on the game part of the show. If we decide to talk about spamming lists and things like that, we'll probably do that as a separate video, potentially maybe a Google Hangout, because then I can record those here from my home, and I can have my other players, faces you guys are familiar with, they can kind of stream from their house as well, and we don't necessarily have to have everybody driving to one side of town or the other. So that's kind of what we're looking at, and just to give you guys kind of a sneak peek at how things are going to be going. We're pretty excited about it. The potential of having 2 games a week is really good. Maybe more depending on time, how it goes. If the live game, for example, goes really quick on Tuesday, then maybe we'll set up for a game 2. So stay tuned, guys. Those of you guys who are signed up to our Twitch channel and notified whenever we go live. If you're not familiar, if you're not signed up with us, go to twitch.tv/Counterslam, and you guys can get notified whenever we go live. And if you're on our YouTube channel, then you're watching this video probably on that. Then you'll also get notified when new videos go up. So, like I said, we're really excited. We're glad to be looking at this and coming back and seeing what else we can bring to you guys and how we can make the show even more interesting and fun. And so we Tom would want me to tell you this too. The Battle Report games, a lot of the games that we're doing are going to sort of alternate between sort of funsies lists, like very casual lists that you probably wouldn't normally see other people play. I have a little 2 bolt thrower spam list where I take 8 bolt throwers. It's really funny. And so I might play a list like that, for example, in more of the fun games. But then we're also going to have tournament-style games, so you guys get a chance to see what we're taking to tournaments and or winning with, and stuff that we found that works really well. So you guys get a chance to see those games too. Being able to expand our player base to people who play at the store, we'll be able to include a lot more factions. So you're going to start being able to see things like Signar and, pigs and mercenaries and all kinds of stuff that factions we couldn't necessarily get in before. We're gonna have now, and we're gonna get a chance to see the other players that we play with on a pretty consistent basis. Some really cool cats. I really, again, if you can join us at Saltire Games Tuesdays or Saturdays, it's a great time. We usually go out and eat afterwards, and we have just talk about the game and other stuff, and it's pretty ridiculous. So really funny guys, really fun to hang out with. We're definitely proud to be part of that meta. So anyway, so just want to keep you guys up to speed. If you have any questions, you can always comment in the section below, and hopefully we'll see you guys again in a couple of weeks. At least if nothing else, we'll probably do a couple of test runs, and those may be live as well. So you guys can kind of check out and see what's going on. And we'll still be able to interact with you guys live on Twitch when we are streaming as well. So, so we're super excited, and hope you guys are too. And keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully, we'll get this thing going up in the next couple weeks, and then you guys will start seeing some pretty regular content out of us. So, have a good week, and we will see you guys later.